Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are staying safe and healthy. As promised in my previous birthday dawat video, hope you have watched it. Today I'm going to share a super soft, flawless, spongy chocolate cake recipe. That too without using baking powder or soda. So do watch the video until end as I have shared a detailed video on how to make perfect cake batter to making a perfect frosting with useful tips and decorative ideas that will make an impressive cake especially for your little ones on their special days or any occasions. Hope you like this video. Keep watching. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon for getting notified for upcoming useful and interesting videos. So let's learn how to make chocolate cake at home in a very simple way. So let's begin with making the cake batter. For that I have taken 5 eggs. So separate the egg yolks and whites. Now to the egg whites add 1 teaspoon of white vinegar and then into another bowl take 120 grams of fine sugar. Now with the electric beater beat the egg whites until it turns foamy. Once it turns foamy, then gradually add sugar and continue beating until stiff peaks forms. You can see it has turned creamy, light and fluffy now. Altogether it took around 4 to 5 minutes. If you don't have an electric beater, you may whisk it with hand. The only thing it will take little more time. You can see the stiff peak is formed now. To this add the egg yolk now and then combine it with egg white as shown and then beat it until it's well combined. Once it's very well combined, as you can see now, to this we're going to add the dry ingredients. So for the dry ingredients here I have taken 90 grams of all-purpose flour, that's maida, 30 grams of cocoa powder and half a teaspoon of salt. Now into a sieve add these dry ingredients and sift it well. If you take the right measurements as shown and follow each steps, you will definitely get a flawless, smooth and a soft cake. You can see it's well sifted now. Now add these dry ingredients to the egg mixture little at a time and then combine it well. Combine and fold the mixture as shown. Do not add all the dry ingredients at once, just add little at a time and then keep combining so no traces of flour is visible. So combine, mix it until it's well incorporated. Gently combine as shown and with a very light hand just fold it. Do not mix it vigorously and soon you will see that's mixed well. And now to this we're going to add the wet ingredients now. Now for the wet ingredients here I have taken 30 grams of milk, 20 grams of oil and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Milk is at room temperature, so add these wet ingredients to the batter and combine it very well. Combine and fold it. Use a very light hand and look at it. This is the consistency we are looking for. It needs to be light and fluffy. And with this the cake batter is ready now. Now let's bake the cake. For that, into a baking tin I'm adding a teaspoon of ghee, that's clarified butter, and greasing it all over. Here I have taken 7-inch, that's 18 centimeter baking tin. Now line it up with baking paper. So place the baking paper at the bottom and onto the sides of the tin. I had already shown how we can cut the paper for baking in my gluten-free cake recipe. You may have a look. Now pour the prepared cake mixture into the tin and then tap it few times. Remember, always pour 50 to 60% batter only, as it will raise up while baking and will overflow if you fill it more. So tap it few times and then we're going to bake it in oven for 160 degrees Celsius for 35 minutes. Remember, baking time may vary depending on the type and accuracy of your oven. If you don't have an oven, you may bake on a stove too. Do watch my previous cake recipe wherein I baked on stove. Now cake is baked well. Look at it, how perfect this looks. Now let's check with a skewer. If it comes out clean, it's perfectly baked from inside too. See, the skewer came out clean, so it's perfectly baked. Now allow the cake to cool down for 10 minutes and then tilt the cake and we'll remove the baking paper and see. See how perfectly it's baked? Now just flip it on a cake board and then we're going to cut it in 2 layers. At this stage you may remove the dome of the cake, however I am leaving it as it is. Now cut the cake from the center as shown. Here I am cutting to make 2 layered cake. You may cut 3 layers if you want. Now cake is cut. Let's check the texture from inside. Look at the texture. See how soft and fluffy it is. Both the layers are really soft, spongy and smooth. It's perfect. Now let's move on in decorating the cake. For that we're gonna make buttercream frosting. So here I have taken 500 grams of unsalted butter. It needs to be in room temperature. Then to this I have added 150 grams of fine or powdered sugar. Initially combine it so it doesn't spread and then start beating. Initially you will have a crumbly texture. As you continue to beat, it will turn light and fluffy. Now to this add a pinch of salt and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now continue beating. Increase the speed from medium to high until it turns light and fluffy. You may add milk if required, however I didn't add it to get the right consistency. Now to this I am adding the caramel syrup, it's optional. So here I have added half a cup of caramel syrup, hence I have reduced the sugar quantity. If you are not adding caramel syrup, you may increase the sugar quantity to 180 grams or as per your taste. Now you can see the frosting cream is ready now. Now let's move on in decoration. For that I am filling the piping bag. Once it's filled, close the end, and once you squeeze it, the cream will start to flow. Now place little cream on the cake board and place 1 layer of cake. In this way the cake won't move around while we are applying the frosting. And now using a piping bag, layer the cream as shown and then spread it all over. Now to this place the second layer of the cake and then gently press it. Now similarly frost the outer layer and also to the sides. And then using a spatula, spread the cream evenly until you have a thin layer of frosting. Apply onto the sides too. And then take out the excess cream until you see a smooth even coating. Now this is the first crumb coating. Now place this in a refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes until it turns firm to touch. You can see it turned firm now. Now we're going to do the final layer of frosting. For that, generously add the frosting over the cake and evenly spread it all over. And level it by pushing any excess at the edges to get a smooth even frosting. Do the same at the top and even to the sides. Frosting is done, so I'm going to decorate it. So taking this nozzle and making a simple design. You may take any nozzles of your choice and using the same buttercream frosting making a simple design as you can see. Now I'm going to decorate the cake with caramel and chocolate drip. For saving time I'm using caramel syrup here. So fill the Ziploc bag with some caramel syrup and pierce the tip. Now gently press and you can see that it will start flowing. Similarly, I fill the chocolate syrup in another Ziploc bag and then going to decorate with the chocolate drip too. You may decorate the way you like. After dripping the chocolate syrup, then going to make a very simple design over the cake. And now for decoration I'm going to use some chocolates and some choco chips. So firstly placing the choco chips all over the cake. Design decoration is completely your choice. You can decorate the way you like it. I also place some choco chips onto the sides. And then to make it more beautiful, I placed few chocolate wafer sticks. After placing the chocolate wafer sticks, I also decorated with some more chocolates. So placing the chocolates, as I was baking for my son's birthday, he saw me fixing these chocolates and then he came and he fixed more chocolates as he loved this. Now decoration is done. Now keep this in refrigerator for a couple of hours for the cream to set. And you can see a very simple, impressive and a delicious chocolate cake is ready. Now let's cut and see the texture. Look at it. It's a super soft, light, perfectly layered and flawless cake. Look how soft and spongy it is. Each and every bite was truly melting. So make this delicious cake and enjoy with your loved ones. I baked this cake for my son's birthday and he loved it. We can always buy store-bought cakes, but when you bake it by yourself, trust me, it's always special as it's not only pleasing to eyes, it's also very healthy and tasty. So next time do bake this cake for your loved ones and they'll truly be impressed by it. Hope you like this chocolate cake recipe. If so, please hit the like button, and for more interesting and healthy videos, do subscribe and press the bell icon for getting notified. Until then, eat healthy and stay happy. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking. Bye bye.